Okay, so I thought I'd update the truck. Box is out, then pulled the top of the platform to pull out the 4-gauge to my console mids and highs amp, because I'm most likely going to end up running some 2-watt to it, so I can split it off and have 2 amps up here, whether it be one in here, one behind the seat. I'll figure something out. But I didn't want to throw 2 amps on one 20-foot run of a 4-gauge welding cable, which is a little undersized as it is. So pulled that out so I can put some new in later. This is where my turn on and RCA's actually run, is under the box, which is not ideal, but if they ever go out, I'm just going to rerun new ones from the console right in front of this platform anyway, because everything's run under the carpet right here anyway. It's just, since it's already there, I'm going to leave it. And if I ever have an issue with either, I'll rerun both. So that's not a big issue. So, well, it's not really an issue at all until it becomes an issue. So had to cut a few zip ties out to get the 4-gauge and the speaker wire out. Since the speaker terminals are going to be back here, no sense in having all the speaker wires run into the cab. So I'll actually end up probably having a lot of leftover once the build's done, since each one of these runs is, I think, 18 feet. So I've got about 72 plus or minus some error. So got the amps, bus bars, little fuse bank. Sorry if it's shaky, I'm leaning over the end of the truck trying to get y'all a shot in here. So everything's out there. Basically just have to pull the batteries and then pull the 3 bolts, and then all that comes out. I'll have to figure out how I want to place those, because they'll need to be extended about 6 feet. And I'm just going to use those aluminum blocks that are 4 in, 4 out. It's got, on my grounds, I actually have 7 frame grounds and then 4 power runs. So basically just going to run 2 off of each of the ground blocks, 2 sets of 2-aught, and then 4 positive runs. I just need to figure out how I can attach them over here somewhere to run them over the wheel well, since the box will be in between the wheel wells. So here's the little fuse block sort of setup thing, to where had those grounding blocks, those power wires ran to here, then got fused and then off to the batteries. This is to break up the output on the relay to the Atwood turbo fan, the amps, LEDs, stuff like that. So this is a little used to female spades, to put a little 10 amp fuse in to fuse that output as well. It's not the best way to do it, but it will do it. If it ever shorts, it'll work. So that's pretty much it for now. Once I get all this stuff out, it's going to be kind of figuring out how everything lines up, and then starting to take windows and cutting the back of the truck and buying a accordion boot. So be looking out for that. Don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen.